I'm Amy Anderson for the OptionRally News Team. Let's take a look at the global market highlights and news that all traders and investors should be aware of. Proctor and Gamble earnings disappoint. The pound soars on upward revision in GDP. And gold poised to climb. Let's take a quick look at what's happening in the global markets now. The S&P 500 finished just below the break-even line, while the Dow also closed in the red as a slump in shares of Proctor and Gamble weighed on the blue chip index. The company cut its sales and earnings guidance for the year due to the evaluation of emerging market currencies. The Nasdaq managed a fifth day in the rise, but the gain was slim. The modest moves follow Tuesday's huge rally sparked by the realization that the Federal Reserve's monetary policy is unlikely to change much under the new Fed chair, Janet Yellen. U.S. legislators avoided a potentially disruptive budget showdown, voting to suspend the nation's borrowing limit until March 2014 without any policy conditions. Chinese exports jumped more than expected, increasing 10.6% to $207.13 billion, while imports were up 10% at $175.27 billion, according to Chinese government data. While the data was promising following a wave of disappointing Chinese indicators, some economists suggest that they were driven by disguised capital flows instead of real demand. European shares climbed Wednesday following strong gains on Wall Street and in Asia after United States Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen signaled that the central bank will continue on its current course of easy money policies even as it scales back its stimulus program. In the UK, the FTSE 100 was 0.2% higher after the Bank of England said the economy will grow faster than previously expected this year. In the foreign exchange market, the British pound surged to a near two-week high of 1.6557 against the dollar as the upbeat assessment from the BOE fueled expectations of a hike in interest rates sooner than previously expected. The move came despite the central bank's reiteration of its pledge that rates won't be rising for some time. The dollar gained ground and stayed mostly solid around 102.50 yen, following its overnight rise helped by closely watched congressional testimony by Chairwoman Janet Yellen. The dollar slipped in Asia this morning ahead of the release of U.S. retail sales data, seen as key to gauging the strength of the world's biggest economy. The euro brought 1.3610 and 139.25 yen after dovish comments from the ECB board member. Moving to the commodities market, gold is poised to extend its 2014 rebound and reach $1,400 an ounce, the highest in September, according to technical analysis from Citi Futures and RBC Wealth Management. Although Morgan Stanley's analysis see more pain to come for gold investors. Gold is trading at $1289.71. Oil prices traded lower in Asia trade today, but losses were curbed on upbeat sentiment over demand in the United States and China. West Texas Intermediate eased 18 cents to $100.19, while Brent was down 7 cents at $108.72. This is Amy Anderson from OptionRally signing off. Follow me on Facebook and watch for our new financial terms of the day and our weekly event news.